right, here we are. It's, the day we've been waiting for, especially for, teams that, don't make the playoffs, aka the Panthers. Most exciting day of the offseason. NFL draft. Yeah, NFL draft. Only the first round today. I think rounds 2 and 3 tomorrow. 2 and 4. I don't know. But just the first round for the first day, and then I don't know 2 to 4, 2 to 3. I think it might be 2 to 3, and then they do 4 to 5, and then 6 and 7, like hella early. First round today. Some of these we already know about. I honestly, I think I know about like 20, maybe. Honestly, I kind of forgot. The obvious ones, Cam Ward, Travis, Panthers fan here, Tmac. But hey, there's a couple I definitely forgot about, and we'll see. I'll give my opinions and thoughts on how I feel about these picks. First rounds being drafted, so this is gonna show their walkout. We'll probably skip through some of the walkouts depending on how long they are.
First pick in the 2025
obviously
NFL
being
draft.
Cam
the
Ward.
Tennessee Titans select
Cameron
Ward,
most obvious pick.
Miami.
There's probably no doubt about it.
So the expected is now official, and Cam Ward comes out of the green room. His night was as quick as we thought it would be, and he is the first overall pick of the 2025 NFL.
In the
second pick,
NFL
Travis.
Draft,
the Jags making this trade. Honestly, I forgot what they gave. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Jags gave up the 5th, which is 3 picks away. What did the Browns get? Let's say Browns. They got the 5th. I think they got a 2nd and a 4th. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's what they got for this pick. Wait, and I think they got next year's first, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what they got. That's a good trade for the Browns. Browns are low-key set for the next year and for the future. They just got to get rid of that Deshaun Watson contract ASAP.
Jaguars select Travis Hunter, wide receiver.
Travis goes to the Jags.
From Colorado.
So the Jacksonville
That's a good
Jaguars
pick.
go bold, sort of like
Travis,
the color of the jacket.
Trevor Lawrence is now throwing to Brian Thomas and Travis Hunter.
Green room in.
DJ, of course he's running up there. He
never
gets tired.
I know, he's not sweating, I can tell you that much.
Hey,
115 plays per game.
that makes that division a little bit more exciting. I see that division as CJ Stroud's division, the Texans division. Hopefully it's a little bit more competitive now.
You just got drafted as the first two-way.
New York Giants select Abdul Carter,
Abdul
defensive end, Penn State.
So the first spot
should have been a Panther, but you wanted to play like Micah Parsons in the playoffs. So you got to rise up 3.
New York Giants hat
congrats to him.
What does that tell you about your football future and the commitment the New York City market has made to you?
Giants defense, you got Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, and now Abdul Carter. That's a serious D-line.
Incredible.
Just being myself, just being incredible. That's what I am. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing my whole life in New York.
Kayvon Thibodeau's not the player, Giants fans probably expected.
4th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. The New England Patriots select Will Campbell.
I forgot about this one. I'm not gonna lie.
LSU.
Tackles are very important, but I forgot about this draft pick.
Protection up front for their diamond in the rough quarterback rather than
Will
anything
Campbell.
else. Your thoughts, Daniel Jeremiah?
Bill, you are Mr. Louisiana,
great tackle.
but you just got a love letter from the New England
I know he got a lot of.
You haven't stopped smiling
He got
since
a lot
you
of
heard
shit
your
for
name.
having short arms.
What's behind that smile?
Man, just all the hard work.
I think what was he? He was missing like 3 inches of arm length,
Congratulations.
and they wanted to shit on him. Like, hey man, congrats to him. So maybe 3 inches of arm length matters, but obviously not if you know you're a 4th overall pick.
My entire life to be up here, to be able to get my name called by a franchise like New England, it means everything to me.
We can feel that. We absolutely can feel that, Will. You are brought to New England to
Right,
protect
guys,
Drake
I
May.
think he
What
plays
kind of
left
tone
tackle.
are you going to set on this offensive line?
I'm gonna fight and die.
Blocking
to
for,
protect them
you know,
with everything
Drake
I
May.
got.
Patriots, I don't know who the hell Patriots running back is.
With the 5th pick in the 2025
Stevenson?
NFL Draft,
Gibson?
the Cleveland Browns select
Mason Graham
Mason
right here.
Graham, defensive tackle, Michigan.
Wow.
I woke up to news that Mason Graham might fall. Whoever told me that, go to hell.
With the 6th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft,
This one's Genty.
the Las Vegas Raiders select Ashton Genty,
Only just a slam dunk for him.
Boise State.
Easiest layup besides Cam Ward.
To silver and black.
You got Geno
Ashton
Smith.
Genty is the first
You gave him an extension.
choice of the Pete
No
Carroll
doubt a
administration.
So
quarterback.
you are going to the entertainment capital of the
Ashton
world to play
Genty.
football. What makes you a headliner
Without a
for the
doubt, the
Las
best running
Vegas
back.
Raiders?
I mean, you seen
I
it.
mean, it's
the
just a
energy,
layup.
You seen the dance moves. I'm ready to go entertain each and every week on Sunday.
The commissioner of the NFL just picked you up in that hug. Is that the last man that's going to try to tackle you in the NFL?
Nah, I don't think so.
Congratulations, Ashton.
Thank
All
you.
right, man. Looking forward to know what Ashton
With
can
the
do.
7th pick in the
Unfortunately, you're in the
2025
division with the
NFL
Chiefs.
Draft,
But
the
it's
New
going
York
to
Jets
be a little
select
rough.
Armand Membu, Missouri, tackle.
So once again,
I know who he
no
is,
tight end.
but I don't know
Instead,
who he is.
it
I just
a
call him the
member
tackle from Missouri.
of the offensive line for the New York Jets, the kid from Missouri, Armand Membu, who had a terrific combine. He's going
Dude
to
ran a
New York.
4.9?
With the 8th pick
Tmac.
in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select
Y'all not ready.
Tetaroa McMillan,
Tmac.
Oh,
wide receiver, Arizona.
And I'm not going to lie to you.
So
I
they
thought
go
Jalen Walker was 100% the
offense.
pick.
and they go Ted McMillan,
But
who is
I mean,
technically the second
when,
wide receiver.
when a receiver
chosen
6'4"
tonight.
and he puts up the numbers he
And
did at college,
it's
you don't pass
the
up on that.
Kid
Do
from
not pass up on
Arizona
that.
coming out and
Dapping
he
up
is gonna
Jalen
join this
Milroe,
offense in
Jihad
Carolina.
Campbell,
The flat out facts of
dapping up the
And
Alabama
this
boys.
This is not an excuse, DJ, but I would just say there are some colleges and college offenses that will teach.
Tetaroa, we know who you are on the football field, but you are letting everybody know who you are with an homage to your heritage tonight. Why was this important to you?
Oh, man. You know, everything I do is not only to glorify him, the man above, but, you know, to put on for my Polynesian people. So shout out to all my Polys, man. We did it.
You see this Panthers fan base right here. They got a
Yup. I really should have been there, but I don't want to go to a dump like
they
Green
got a
Bay.
big face
No
of Bryce
offense.
Young back there. What kind of magic are you guys gonna make?
Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, that Cali connection is going to be something different.
You
I
hear it
promise.
there first, man.
Congratulations, Tetaroa.
Thank you so much.
You might as well
With the
bet off
ninth pick in
offensive
the
rookie of the year, TB and
2025
T-Mac. I'm just saying.
NFL Draft.
You know a
The
tackle
New
ain't winning
Orleans
this shit.
Saints select Kelvin Banks Jr.
I forgot
tackle,
this pick. I'm not
Texas.
gonna lie. It's a good pick. As
So
much
we
as
go
I hate to
offensive
say
line.
it,
DJ,
as a
your
Panthers
thoughts?
fan,
Well, I thought
this
these
is a
tackles
good
would
pick.
come off the board quick because there's not a lot of them that you can
I
count on to
mean,
come in and start and play
Kelvin
right
Banks.
away. Last year, the Saints got Talisi
I thought
Furaga
Wasai
to handle
is the
one
best
tackle
tackle.
spot. Now they get the other one taken care of. Think about Kellen Moore just winning the Super Bowl with a
It's a
team that's
good
all
pick.
about the line of scrimmage
Congrats
with the
to him.
Philadelphia Eagles. So
But
not a surprise at all.
get
see
ready to
them
block
go with
Jadeveon
tackle.
Clowney.
We'll see which
With the 11th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the San
this is
Francisco 49ers
Michael
select
Williams.
Michael Williams, defensive end, Georgia.
I think around pick 15 is when I just
Nick
forgot
Bosa
everything.
gets a running mate on the opposite side there. Leonard Floyd is
That's a
gone.
good point.
He
Nick
departed in
Bosa
free
and
agency.
Michael.
They also lost Hargrave, the defensive
Michael,
tackle.
you know,
So
he's
they
looked
needed
at
to
as,
invest,
you
I
know,
thought, either in the offensive line or
potential.
the defensive line.
He didn't produce
and
a
then
lot.
Michael Williams, they get someone who, if he'd been
But I
healthy
think he can
through
produce
the
a lot.
entire year and through the process, I don't know that he would have even got to them here with the 11th overall
Him and Nick
pick.
Bosa.
He got
With the 12th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft,
Fuck the
the
Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys select Tyler Booker, guard, Alabama.
So it is a guy named Tyler, but it's Booker. They go offensive
don't like the Cowboys.
line.
But this is
Can
a
I
good
jump in
pick.
real quick?
Charles Davis.
Earlier tonight, our colleague Kurt Warner talked about the Cowboys being intriguing. What's going
I thought
to
they were
happen
going
with
to
their
take
draft?
receiver.
And
I'm
when
not
did
going to lie
Kurt
to
fall
you.
back on at the end? Will they
I
do
know
something
I know we
bold,
took
or will they do
Tmac,
what they
but
always do and draft an offensive line? DJ, take it away.
I feel bad for the offensive line coach. What does he do in the offensive line meeting when he says, hey, Tyler, and Tyler Guyton, Tyler Booker, and Tyler Smith? Oh, yeah, you're going to have to be more specific than that. 3 Tylers on that offensive line.
3 Tylers.
But he was described to me by the
like I was saying, I would have thought they took receiver like Matthew Golden,
and the bear hug for the
Emeka.
commissioner. How are you feeling right now?
I'm super excited. I'm blessed to be a Cowboy. It's a great tradition, a great offensive lineman. I'm excited to follow suit with all that came before me.
You did not allow a sack on your quarterback this last season. Did Dak Prescott just become your new best friend?
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to get on the phone with Dak. Getting the protection means make sure he goes clean every single game. I'm just so excited to be a Cowboy.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Hey, it ain't the pass protection that fucks up Dak. I can tell you that right now. It's that decision making.
The Miami Dolphins select Kenneth Grant.
Defensive tackle. I heard about him. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He's a block disruptor.
I am a casual when it comes to college football, but I had heard about Kenneth Grant. Some had him over Mason Graham,
and certainly
Christian I disagreed.
With the 15th pick in the 2025
congrats
NFL
to him.
Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select
This is Jalen Walker right here.
Jalen Walker.
Jalen, fuck. Why did you have to go? First of all, fuck the Falcons. All right, fuck the Falcons. If Jalen Walker turns out to be a stud, a Micah Parsons 2.0, I'm gonna cry. All right, I am going to cry for the next. Jalen Walker just turned 21. I think I'm gonna cry for the next 12 years. All right, Jalen Walker, go crazy, but don't be the reason Atlanta Falcons wins any games. All right, let that offense do what that offense does. Not shit, all right? Jalen Walker,
Defensive
I feel
end,
bad
Georgia.
hoping he's not a stud.
Sometimes you just don't overthink it, right?
I mean, look, the rest of my mock draft, I'm going to probably hide under my bed.
When
but
I
this
woke
one
up this
got
morning,
right.
I was
So,
convinced
I thought there
Jalen
was
Walker was
chance
going to
he
be a
could drift
Panther.
a little bit, and he fell
Now,
right
I'm not
to the
saying
Atlanta
I don't
Falcons.
like
What
the
a dream
T-Mac
scenario
pick.
we've
I
seen
love
with
the
these
T-Mac
last
pick.
With the 16th pick in the
Anyone the Panthers could have
2025
picked, I was
NFL
not going to
Draft,
show,
the Arizona Cardinals select
I already got a T-Mac jersey
Walter
pre-ordered.
Nolan, defensive tackle, Mississippi.
All right, so they go
Okay.
interior defensive line here, Daniel.
I remember Kyler Murray giving Walter Nolan a lot of public recognition, a lot of public credit. He did an interview, I think.
rusher in the first round
He
last
said
year,
he's
so they go back
very
to that
involved
defense.
with like doing mock drafts and
17th
shit.
pick in the 2025 NFL
I think
Draft.
Kyler stepped up a little
The
bit there and
Cincinnati
said, "Hey,
Bengals
make this
select
pick."
Shamar Stewart, defensive end,
Shamar
Texas
Stewart.
A&M.
Also, a lot of
Not
draft
surprised
type.
to see him go defense here. This defense last year,
A
not
lot
good. Tied for
of
25th in points
athleticism.
per game, tied for
Getting a
25th in
lot
sacks.
of Miles
You
Garrett
think about Al
comparisons just
Golden
because
coming in to try and
the
fix this
the
defense.
height, the
They had
weight,
5 games
the
last year
40-yard
Steve, where they
dash.
scored over 30 points and
You
lost.
see right there, athleticism score of
Shamar, you
84.
are laser focused in this
If he can
moment.
produce in the
Is this the
NFL,
kind of intensity you're bringing to a Bengals
watch out.
defense?
Oh, yeah.
Watch out.
Oh, yeah. Definitely for sure. Some people done messed up.
Really?
I'm coming.
He didn't produce,
What's making you
but
upset about the moment that you have right now?
Nothing. I'm happy. I'm excited.
Okay.
Just know I'm coming.
You are in the division now with Lamar Jackson. How's that going to feel when you can chase down a quarterback like that?
Hey, man, it's an honor, man. South Florida versus South Florida. He's one of the best. Why would I not want to sack one of the best?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
hey, we gotta see how this
With
pick
the
pans
20th
out.
pick in the 2025 NFL Draft,
Did we just skip like 3 picks? How many picks have they skipped? So we gotta look at the full list. I ain't gonna lie, they skipped a couple picks.
Versus South Florida. He's one of the best. Why would I not want to sack one of the best?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
with the 20th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select Jahdae Barron, DB, Texas.
I mean, layup, just a great pick. This is an A pick. I mean, the later half of the season, Riley Moss was looked at like barbecue chicken, all right? Riley Moss was barbecue chicken, all right? Feasting, all right? T. Higgins probably got an extra 15 mil. That contract he just got, he probably got an extra 15 mil because of what he did to Riley Moss in that Broncos game. Do not have Riley. This is definitely an improvement. Broncos got them one.
So it's a player of the year.
Riley Moss played well for him last year.
Big time player, in my opinion, the best corner in the draft.
Nah, Riley Moss did play good. Let's don't get it twisted. But these last, last couple of games, Riley Moss was getting cooked left and right.
If you remember, he was elusive and ate up that.
Hopefully that fixes that solution.
Jahdae Barron came back. They got Andrew
Barron's a dog
from
sure.
Clemson, and
that's a good pick. Damn, skipped another 3 picks. I gotta look it up.
The 13-time world champion Green Bay Packers. For the first time since 2002, draft a wide receiver.
Listen to this crowd.
Oh, baby.
Matthew Golden, wide receiver.
Wow, okay.
And he's here.
The Packers finally stopped bullshitting.
Take a second.
Let me get a Green Bay 3-1, 2,
and the draft is in Green Bay, so he gonna get a lot of love.
He doesn't know the Go Pack Go yet. he went 1, 2,
Matthew
3
Golden.
He hasn't gotten the handbook yet.
Arizona State, and it's 4th down.
What was I say?
Everything matters. 4th and 13. Where does Quinn Ewers go with the rock to save their
the
season?
Packers receiver.
This guy.
The Packers have this method of drafting. Of just getting absolutely mediocre receivers. They need a standout. We thought it was Jaden Reed.
Yeah,
Was it? We thought it was Christian Watson. Was it? We thought it was Romeo Dobbs. Was it? Hopefully Matthew Golden can stand out and be that wide receiver 1 guy. He has the route tree. He has the speed. I'm looking forward to see what Matthew Golden does.
We lost our property a couple years ago, and I just want to get back to my family, man. And they did so much for me, and they put me in this position. So all I can do is get back to them.
They love you for that, and you got a whole lot of new family here tonight.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Houston Texans have traded the 25th pick to the New York Giants. With the 25th pick in the 2025
media
NFL
was blowing
draft,
up about this one.
The New York Giants select Jackson Dart, quarterback.
If you're Shador Sanders,
so it is
the second you receive that phone call tomorrow,
he is a first-round
the second you step on that field for whatever team you play for,
with Dak and Jalen Hurts,
you gotta take over. You gotta take this shit personal.
He is going to be a guy who
has every shot
in the world to be the quarterback of the Giants. One would think, if not this year, then certainly in future years. What a moment for this kid sitting in Utah right now, going to Broadway to be the
Jackson
Giants
Dart,
quarterback at some point.
With the 27th pick
honestly
in the 2025 NFL draft,
I just don't have him over Shador. I don't know.
Malachi Starks,
this pick,
defensive back.
This pick, why did we let Malachi fall this far? Like Malachi, Kyle Hamilton, Marlon Humphrey, Nate Wiggins. Can't forget about Roquan Smith. I don't know if they picked up a DB in free agency. I forgot about. Like I said, can't forget about Roquan. Can't forget about Nnamdi. I forgot his last name. Nnamdi used to go by Nnamdi Madubuike. Yeah, that's his name. Used to go by Justin. Hey, that's a hell of a secondary Baltimore got down there. Who knows? Maybe they can make a play. This is it. This is last year. All right, I'm calling it right now. NFC Championship, bare minimum for the Ravens. I don't care.
Georgia.
And so it has
Who's
been
next? Detroit.
Written, and so it has now been done. Malachi Starks is coming out of the green room. That leaves only 4 prospects still in there. And he is the one that was just chatting
green
with the
room.
Ravens.
I know Milroe's there. No disrespect to Milroe. I don't know why the hell Milroe showed up. I know he showed up for his teammates, but
you just hugged Roger Goodell for the
you know he wasn't getting drafted
What was
first
the
round.
meaning behind such a long embrace with him?
It's been a long week, and just kind of be able to meet him throughout the week and just kind of watch him as a kid since I was a kid and be up here with him. And, I've been waiting for a long time in that room back there, and I'm ready to go to work.
You got some time with your family while you waited. What has your family done for you to get you to this moment?
Man, I couldn't thank them enough. all the sacrifices that they made for me. My mom, my dad, I told him I wouldn't cry. My sister, I know she at home watching this, my fiance back there. My agency, man, they just bet on me and I bet on myself, and I'm ready to get to work.
I think J-Mo gets traded. I know he's rumored to get traded.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
With the 30th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the
Mills.
Buffalo Bills select Maxwell Harrison. Let's go!
Ooh, Maxwell.
And there is
I think he ran like a 4.25. What was his 40?
He's in the green room. We're going to see
He ran like a crazy 40, right?
Meanwhile, before you guys jump into
4.28.
man and what he can bring to Western New York.
Hey, that's a good pick, you know. The Bills, they got Teron Johnson.
Every single prospect
And now
that has
Maxwell
been called
Harrington.
before you tonight. Now it is
Harrison.
your moment.
And
how does it feel to trade
what's
Kentucky
they
Blue
have
in for
another
Buffalo
corner
Blue?
that's a Bedford? Bedford? Yeah, Bedford's a dog too. Very underrated.
I'm so thankful. I'm so blessed, man. I'm so happy to hear my
Maxwell.
name called. It's truly a dream come
Rushing
true.
under
I
best.
give all thanks to God.
4.2840.
And your
They
family,
probably
you
play him
love
with
them
the
so
slot.
much. You are wearing them with your heart and soul tonight. Show us your jacket.
Everywhere. They with me everywhere I go. I love my
Philly
family, man.
and Kansas
My biggest
City
support
are up
system.
next.
Congratulations, and Western New York's gonna love you.
Let's get to work, Buffalo!
The Kansas City Chiefs have traded the 31st pick to the Philadelphia Eagles. With the 31st pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jihad Campbell, linebacker.
Hey,
Alabama.
Jihad?
And so congrats to him. A long night in the green room.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot.
You know, in
What,
Philly
the,
green.
what position does Jihad play? I know he plays linebacker, but he plays inside linebacker, outside
Has just
linebacker.
been selected by the defending Super Bowl champs,
Six-
31st overall.
Bro, 6'2" and 7/8", bro. Just call him 6'3". 6'3".
Speaking of Obi-Wan down here,
Dap it up,
league
Mason
covering
Graham.
from, he'd be a lock to go much higher. Daniel Jeremiah prior to the draft.
Nostra Jeremiah.
Did it again. I thought he was the best.
If he turns out to be a dog, let's blame every NFL team besides the Carolina Panthers.
Looks pretty healthy to me.
That didn't pick him, right?
It feels a lot better.
Eagles can't keep getting away with this. They need to draft a bust. I hope it's not Jihad Campbell.
Defending Super Bowl champs.
He can play off the
It's
ball,
probably
he can
Jordan
play on
Davis,
the
if
ball.
you're being for real.
Kobe Dean is going to be recovering from knee surgery that would happen in the playoffs.
To ask the question, you're already saying it's a surreal moment.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, nothing will be possible, you know, without the most
If he turns
high,
out to
you
be
know
a
what I'm saying,
star,
and my family and my friends and
the Eagles just gonna go
everybody
back to
supporting
back.
me, you know, and just paving the way for me and mentoring me and guiding me,
6'3",
throughout my whole journey.
235, ran a
shout out to everybody back at
4.2.
home, man. I'm coming back home.
Hey,
Philly,
man.
y'all know what's up. We got to turn up. We got to get lit.
I really gotta
We
watch some
win
more
another
college football
freaking
next year.
Super Bowl next year, man. It's on.
He said it first,
Never
back
give
to
up the
back.
microphone unless you're giving it to a
Never
draft pick
back
that's
to
going to a
back.
Super Bowl champion. What was it like to receive that phone call from a general
I hope they don't
manager
go
that
back to
constructs
back.
a championship
You know,
roster?
you gotta realize the Panthers made huge strides this year. You gotta deal with us first.
And, you know, just having that opportunity and, you know, maximizing my opportunities when I was younger, and I mean, you know, just leading it to this
Led
point. So
team with
I'm just extremely
five
grateful,
sacks,
and I'm honored.
117
And you
tackles.
have a future in television when you're done playing. Congratulations.
You're damn right.
And shit, that's that. All right. So, okay, we not doing that. Maybe we react to this too. Let me pull up the list. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cause they skipped some draft picks. I ain't gonna lie. Did they only show the people that were there? Sure. CBS Sports. Why not? All right, bro. We need like an actual list that I can just read real quick. Bro, why are you giving these little big ass sections? Just give me a list. Fuck it, this will work. All right. They showed us. Okay, they didn't show us the Bears. The Bears got Colston Loveland. I thought Tyler. Well, I should probably move my shit. Bears got Colston Loveland. I thought they were gonna go Tyler Warren. I think Tyler Warren, you know, without a doubt, was the best tight end in this class. But maybe the Bears see something. Like I said, Tyler Warren went 14, 4 picks later. Who knows? This could come back to haunt the Bears. You know, the Bears don't do shit right. But more weapons for Caleb Williams, I guess. Is Keenan Allen still on the Bears? Where the hell is Keenan Allen? I forgot about Keenan Allen. They got Rome, DJ, Tyler Warren, DeAndre Swift. Hey, man. Who knows? Maybe they're building something special. Seahawks drafted Gray Zabel. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know who the hell that is. Good for him. Emeka Ibuga went to Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mike Jackson's gonna be put in hell next year, bro. J.C. Horn can lock up any receiver, but I can't say the same for Mike Jackson. Emeka Ibuga is a dog. I can't take that away from him. Why'd you have to go, bro? Go to the AFC, Emeka. Come on, bro. Just terrorizing us. Derek Harmon, D tackle. I don't know who this is. I'm gonna be real. Go for him. Steelers, D tackle. I guess Cameron Hayward's old as shit. Build up that D line. Really no offense though. Who the hell is the Steelers quarterback? You lost Russ. You lost Fields. I don't think they signed anyone. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers. I know Aaron Rodgers hasn't said shit yet. Doing Pat McAfee, interviews and shit. Chargers. Omari and Hampton. That's a beautiful pick. That's a great pick. This is probably for per value what a team needs. I think that's Omari and Hampton's in. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't be surprised if Omari and Hampton's running back 1 out for the first year, rookie year, I think he might be running back 1 out of all these guys. Really stacked running back class. Trayvon Henderson, Judkins, Ollie Gordon, the white dude, Cam. A lot of great guys. I think Omari and Hampton, to watch, I think this lucky might be my favorite pick. Definitely got to those Chargers games. Saw Matthew Golden, Donovan Jackson. I heard about him. Not gonna lie to you. Not much I can say about O-line. Hopefully it's a good pick. Vikings. They let Sam go. It's JJ McCarthy season, right? Hey, JJ McCarthy, I expect great things from you. Falcons traded back up. They doubled up on D ends and drafted James Pierce Jr. If both of these guys pan out, we're gonna be in hell, bro. Like, Ike Ekwonu made strides. Taylor Bowen's old as shit. Ike Ekwonu, bro, please don't piss me off this year. But that's good for them. Lions drafted Tyleek Williams, D tackle. I mean, that's good. When you think the Lions, you gotta think D tackle. When it comes to miss what they won't have right now. O-line is incredible. Quarterback, Jared Goff can take you to a Super Bowl. Jared Goff can win you a Super Bowl if he gets his head out of his ass. Receiver, J-Mo, still possibly. There's trade rumors. Amon-Ra, Sam Laporta, Gibbs, Montgomery. Don't gotta worry about shit about offense. Tarian, Kirby. I forgot the other safety. Kirby just got an extension too. Brian Branch, I'm tweaking. Aiden Hutchinson. Now you build up on that D-line. That's a good pick right there. Commanders have their tackles secured for the next couple of years. They did trade for Larry Tunzel. They scammed the Texans, by the way. And now they get the other tackle on the other side, Josh Connerly. If he pans out, Commanders won't have to worry about shit for the next couple of years. Maxwell saw that. And then Kansas City, after that Super Bowl performance, you damn right you better go offensive tackle. Josh Simmons, heard about him. Hey, man. Hopefully he pans out. Chiefs are a very good drafted team. a very good drafting team. Their draft picks, you know, they panned out pretty good. You know, there's a couple misses. You know, Sky Moore, probably a couple more misses I can think of. But after that Super Bowl, and you know, the most watched game of the year, and that pathetic offensive line performance, I don't see how you cannot go offensive line. But yeah, that's day one. Yeah, so damn, they do 3. Damn, okay. So 2 to 3 is tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie to you, we not react to that shit. We'll react to our Panthers picks. You know, we'll start it off with some, you know, Tmac highlights. Maybe tomorrow, and then you know we'll react to, you know, Panthers draftees highlights. And yeah, that's that. I think Thunder and Grizzlies, that game should be over by now. Same with the Clippers Nuggets. So we'll go ahead and react to those. But yeah, that's that. You know, comment down below who's your favorite team, who they drafted, and what would you rate the pick. All right? You know, right here from me, Panthers fan, drafted T-Mac. I was 100% convinced we was drafting Jalen Walker. Big smoke screen. Drafted T-Mac. I'm happy. T-Mac for the ball out. And yeah, that's that. Thank y'all for watching.